Affairs has demonstrated both agility and commitment to the protection of Ghanaian citizens abroad. In this vein, I wish to express government's deep concern over the recent unfortunate clashes in Binyere in the Savannah region of Ghana near the borders with neighboring Côte d'Ivoire and Burkina Faso, resulting in the loss of lives and displacement of Ghanaians in both countries. I promptly directed Ghana's embassies in Côte d'Ivoire and Burkina Faso to actively collaborate with Ivorian and Burkinabe authorities to ramp up necessary consular assistance to our compatriots. In addition, I have personally been to Côte d'Ivoire since Friday, the 12th of September 2025. Indeed, I'm returning to Accra only. During my 3-day working visit, I held discussions with my Ivorian counterpart, His Excellency Kaku Huaja Leon Adom, about the displaced Ghanaians in Côte d'Ivoire. After the talks, I led a team to the Bukani region, where some 13,253 displaced compatriots originally sought refuge. During my visit, I discovered that about 8,000 Ghanaians have safely returned home. The latest census conducted revealed that the remaining number of Ghanaians in Côte d'Ivoire is 5,309, no more 13,253. On behalf of President Mahama, I donated 6 million CFA to cover urgent humanitarian needs and to facilitate logistical requirements for their safe return home.
As the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, 6 million CFA. The total number of the Ghanaians there who were 13,253 have been reduced to 5,309. Mr. Jani, what do you mean?
I think it's one of the ministers who I think is doing very well, very active. I hear of his, he's doing it almost on a daily basis,
right.
And I'm happy with that. A young man who is very, very, very active. I heard something about those in America to be brought back to Ghana.
Yes, I'll bring that video just after we talk about this so that you get proper perspective. Yes.
So that's fine. Do you remember during President Obama's time, a couple of people who were brought in there from Guantanamo Bay, something like that, and they came here? Yes, and people were very worried as to whether it is a security threat or whatever. They've been around for a long time. Nobody even hears of them.
Right.
And I don't think they're going to do anything strange because the national security guys will be keeping a tap on them.
Okay.
So, fine. If we have to accommodate a few of them, why not? I suspect that something covertly will be given to Ghana because when those guys came, some support was given to, I think, the education department where e-blocks were built for Ghana. So I expect that it is not going to be a free lunch. That there's nothing like a free lunch.
Absolutely.
They should try and provide some assistance in some poverty-stricken area, either in healthcare or in education, and we'll move forward with that.
All right. So he did say that the first batch of 14 West African nationals deported from the United States were confirmed to have been received in Ghana, including Nigerians and Gambians, who have since been assisted to return to their country. He says that the decision rooted in Ghana's Pan-African ideals and humanitarian principles. He, however, clarified that Ghana's action does not in any way endorse Donald Trump's administration immigration policies. I heard this morning on BBC as well talks about some of the Gambian nationals fleeing Gambia to the U.S. because of persecution of LGBTQ rights and all of that, and they're asking where do they go from there? Do they go back to the same Gambia that, is not a haven? Yes. Mr. Jani, you were talking about the deportees, and then maybe you can touch on the accommodation.
I didn't even hear of this comment, but now it tells you that they are being very innovative and creative and trying to make our embassies a little bit more open. You go to UK embassies, UK, and then you feel there's something lacking, whether it's the staffing or the building. Kwame Nkrumah had a few houses there for us. I don't know what happened to it. A few months ago, I hear there was something about renting, and why would you go and rent a house if your father has left your house? Why? Why can't you renovate it so that when you are not around, your brother too can come and live in it? It's a very common sense approach. When people want to be corrupt, they do these strange things. Why did you have to leave that property and go and rent another property? It's bizarre. It's bizarre thinking. Right. We must stop all of these things. Our minds have been sent to areas that is getting a bit dangerous. I suspect that social media has a lot to do with the way we think these days. And we are not being as clever as we used to be before. Greed, opportunism, egoism, and strange behavior seems to be manifested itself in the behavior of persons. And you wonder where the hell are we going? Where the hell are we going? And what are the kids going to do? You have kids who are about 30, 35, they don't even want to get married. And they are staying at home. They can buy a house, they can build land, they can't even pay for basic things. What sort of country is this? And you think they don't want to leave the country? Opportunity given, they all be out of this place. Out of this place. And this is sad, what we call, on the way we've managed ourselves for the past 20 years or so. We must change and change fast. It must be an aggressive behavior, aggressive way of wanting to change things. It must be pragmatic and solve problems. The youth must see that. As for this politics of making noise and being animated and trying to show and throw your weight, it's a rubbish way of doing politics. Forget it. Listen to the conversation that politicians give to you. They give you common sense approach, a bit of scientific methodology to do things. Science should be the way forward. Let the church run its way. Let the science too run its way. Those who brought the church to us, which is the British from the 1600s or so, are not very, very scientific. We refuse to be scientific. Why? Let's also be scientific and be able to develop telephones and cars and laptops and everything that makes our lives easier now is from science. And I think that I saw a couple of gentlemen here talking about funding in research. We don't hear nothing about researchers in Ghana. What happened to them? Are there no scientists in Ghana? The health sector must be able to tell us where COVID has gotten us up to. Unexplained deaths. Today you'll be walking out and say, oh, this man is dead. This man is dead. This man is dead. What the hell is going on? They must tell us something. If it's a natural phenomenon, fine. If COVID is still with us, as I understand it from the what we call the
health service,
those who are in it, they tell us it will be like malaria. It is not going to go anywhere. Now and again, a certain portion of people who have it. So let's hear something that makes us feel a bit confident and less stressful in our living.
All right.
It is well documented by a gentleman called Michael Palin that Ghana is the most accommodating country in the whole world.
Yeah.
Ghana is the most accommodating country in the whole world. The man is called Michael Palin. He traveled to about 129 countries.
Right.
So you can use this as a leverage.
Yeah.
You understand? And that is why they will want to send people to come and stay in Ghana, because they know we accommodate everybody. I'm sure, Prof, if somebody walks to your house and is hungry, you give me your house. You know,
That's
it is something that God has given to us. You know, when you have nurses in the global world, nurses, they are the most, Ghanaian nurses are the most fantastic nurses in the whole world. Because naturally, they love people. We are caring, naturally. Before you do your course as a nurse, it's an added bonus. So when you become a nurse in Europe, they see you as an angel. We must capitalize on these things. And that is why we are going to export a lot of them to Europe to go and work and make money.
And make money back.
Send remittances back.
Absolutely. 1,000 students from the ECOWAS member states will be able to come and study in Ghana and elsewhere.
Well, it's good. But we'll be hearing that there are some Ghanaians, they are struggling to pay for their accommodation.
Yes.
The scholarship,
those in Europe,
those in Europe.
Been issues from the previous
if we are able to solve
governments.
those problems, then we can give scholarship to other people from ECOWAS countries. Let's do much on our homework first. Yes.
Okay.
Some time ago, those of them in Algeria, they went on demonstration that what they were to be paid, the stipend were not being sent to them. So if our people are suffering there and want to give new scholarships,
even Ukraine, the doctors.
Ukraine, the doctors. Russia and
other places.
Yeah, the scholarship is not getting
Turkey as well, yes.
You see, so please, let's see to the Ghanaians first. He's doing well, but this one I want to plead with him. That let's see to the Ghanaians who are on government scholarship outside. When we are satisfied, we can add more. We can add more.
Mr. Johnny.
Yeah, you know what the Chinese did that changed their systems, their establishment? They sent graduate students, about 100,000, paid for, to go to the best universities in the U.S. and come back home. and be paid better than the locals. You see the strategy? That is strategy.
Yeah.
And you look for subjects that you think will be helpful to the country, like IT, areas of science. And so when you go to a place like Shenzhen in China, they do things that the Americans are frightened of. And they bring the intellectual property from China, from US to China. That is the way you do it. You know, just don't give scholarships to people because they want to go to UK and learn or America. It's not prudent. There's no cleverness in it. You target about 10,000 students and say that government is going to pay for them. They're going to go and come back. They will change the country. Kwame Nkrumah tried it a little bit. Absolutely. You know, so there are ways of doing things. If you can't do something, you copy it, but pretend as if you are not copying it. You understand? That's cleverness. Okay. So I'm all for it, but let's look at ways and means of doing it.